All right, so Wizards.
Yeah.
Talk about Wizards.
Man, Wizards was like, I had been to a lot of different arcades in Detroit.
Yep.
Dale's, fucking Smitty's. I used to go to the Michigan Fun Center a lot when I moved to the East Side.
Okay.
In '96.
Okay.
And when I was at the Michigan Fun Center, some of the old heads used to come up there.
Gotcha.
One of the cats, Jay, and fucking DeAndre. Remember DeAndre?
Yep.
They used to come up there and be playing Tekken with me, and I used to hear them talk about Wizards. Apparently, the people that went to Wizards were the best people, and they were having a discussion about like, yeah, man, you can't do that at Wizards, or some at Wizards.
Yeah, I think we all kind of heard that before.
Yeah, I was a kid, I couldn't drive in it. I was about 14.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And I used to always want to go up there, but I was new to the East Side, and you didn't have fucking MapQuest yet,
right,
in the '90s,
right?
So it was somewhere where I wanted to venture, but I was just too afraid to get lost.
Gotcha.
And being from a different side of town. I finally made my way up there. I want to say '98. That was my first time going up there.
Okay.
And I had been an established Tekken player. So just I'm gonna just do a quick little thing.
Yeah.
So my games growing up originally were Street Fighter 2.
Gotcha.
Then it was Mortal Kombat 2.
Gotcha. Okay.
And then I played all the S&K games.
Gotcha.
I played the Samurai Showdown.
Yeah.
I played World Heroes. I love World Heroes. Love Fatal Fury 2 and Fatal Fury 2 Special.
Okay.
Wasn't good at Killer Instinct.
Okay.
Played Primal Rage.
Gotcha.
The first King of Fighters, King of Fighters 95, 96, X-Men Children of the Atom. Every fighting game we had at Dale's.
Okay.
Like it was legit. You feel me? Tekken 2 came out. Well, Tekken 1 came out. I didn't play that one. Then Tekken 2 came out. I played that one. I was turned off by Tekken because you know how you remember back in the day on the move list on the arcade cabinet, they show you like 4 moves.
Yeah.
So being a Street Fighter player, I'm like, oh, those are my moves.
Right. Yeah.
And I never conceived the fact that you might have 50 moves.
There's a Bible of moves.
Right. You feel me?
Yeah.
So my first character was King, and his 3 or 4 moves on the front were lame. And niggas picking Paul, doing Phoenix Smasher, taking Half-Life on Tekken 2. And I'm like, man, this shit trash, man. Cut this shit off. So Alpha had came out around the time, so I started getting into Alpha and shit like that.
Yeah.
But when Tekken 3 came out, I was in about 8th grade, and I was still buying the Game Pro Fighters Edge magazines. I was into, when I say I was into gaming, all the magazines. It was like a religion for me.
Yep.
So
did you have a favorite brand of magazine?
Game Pro.
Gotcha.
Game Pro. That was my shit. It was Game Pro, and then after Game Pro was Tips and Tricks.
Gotcha, man.
Tips
Did you ever like EGM?
Electronic gaming. They were cool too.
Gotcha.
Yeah, EGM.
Gotcha.
Yeah, EGM was cool too.
Okay.
EGM was cool. Now I remember.
Yeah.
There were some other magazines too, but I remember it was a Fighters Pro, Fighting's Edge, Fighting Edge or Fighting Edge Pro, something like that. They had an edition in March '97, and it was like this big explosion of fighting games that year. You had Street Fighter 3.
Yep.
You had Tekken 3.
Yep.
You had Street Fighter EX. You had, I want to say Vampire Savior was on the verge of coming out.
Yep.
You had Marvel Superheroes versus Street Fighter.
Yeah, that was
you had like multiple big fucking games coming out. You had Soul's Edge was still out. Soul Calibur wasn't out yet. But when you go to the arcade, it was just all these top-notch games. And you had Mortal Kombat 4.
Gotcha.
During that era, because in '96 I kind of got away from gaming. Like I was hardcore from, let's just say, '91 to '95.
Gotcha.
Right.
Yeah.
Ultimate Mortal Kombat came out 3, and then I stopped playing games because I didn't like Ultimate 3.
Gotcha.
From Ultimate 3 until '97, it was a big ass gap where I really didn't play.
Gotcha.
I used to just be in the hood, go karts, and
Yep.
you know what I mean, just being a kid.
Yep.
once 97 came and 96 I moved to the east side. 97 is when we had that explosion of games, so I started playing again.
I see.
And then X-Men versus Street Fighter was still out.
Yep.
That's what brought me back to the arcade. That's when I met Video.
Gotcha.
I was like 13 when I met this
Gotcha.
nigga. And so I'm hearing about Wizards. I'm hearing about Wizards. Now I'm kicking these niggas ass. You know, like they come up there, like the Michigan Fun Center. That was my fucking domain. You don't come up there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When it came to that Tekken machine, that was my shit. I learned Tekken. It took me a minute. I used to skip school.
Gotcha.
I used to skip school a lot. 8th grade.
Yeah.
97.
Yeah.
You know, I had a in the first 2 years of middle school I was terrible.
I gotcha.
1.5.
Okay.
You know, I barely went to school.
Yeah.
Changed schools, changed neighborhoods. I started going to school on the east side. I did a lot better, 3.5, 3.6. And I got tired of going to school. So I just started skipping. It was the end of the year. They had the explosion of fighting games.
Yep. So that was your escape?
Bro, I used to escape school.
Literally.